Yes, right now the political situation in the country is pretty stable. Once again, this is the GPP daily show where we basically discuss some of the political issues going some of the political issues going on in the country. We think that there'll be a passing of the budget, and we think that's a good thing. We don't think the opposition should be playing around with the political situation in the country, stalling up the budget, slowing down the country economically, like they did last year, which was we put out several press releases on this. We thought it, we thought it was a big political blunder by the so-called joint opposition. We think that the opposition includes all of the political movements in the country, not just the AFC and the PNC, uh, because this past election for the 2011 general election, it was all of the groups in the country, no matter what side they were on, whether they were leaning PPP or leaning PNC. It was all of the smaller groups getting together um, and putting their effort into the campaign. And after the election, it seems like if the PNC and the AFC took all the credit for the work of the opposition, and when there were a lot of, so-called small movements that were strategically involved and contributed a lot toward changing the dispensation in Parliament. Uh, we think it's important to make a note of that because we think it's these smaller movements that's going to make a big difference in the country. The 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 opposition, the PNC, they are wedded to Burnhamism. They are wedded to Burnhamism, and the smaller parties tend to be more more New Age thinking. They are not forced to hold on to this old Burnhamism ideology, and we think that's important. We think that represents the future of Guyana. New Age thinking, not the country wedded, holding on to old and past philosophy that cannot move this country forward economically, socially, and politically. Uh, some of the other stuff going on internationally, we see that the Middle East is flaring up again. Once again, we would like to say that it is uh, a part of our political doctrine that we think that Islam and the West need to stop fighting. They need to come together, sit down at a table, and come to some sort of an agreement. Uh, we think that this, not tit for tat, protracted fighting, protracted war between the forces of Islam and the forces of the West, we think is completely unacceptable. We put out a serious press statement concerning the fact that it is our theory, our political theory, that if this war continues between Islam and the West, that is going to lead to something very radical in the world. We could see, just like how we had World War One and we had World War Two, we could see this religious hatred, this religious fighting that's going on worldwide. We could see it escalate into something deeper that would lead to possibly a third world war. And we think that all of the forces out there in the world needs to be very careful we need to respect each other's religion, and we need to put respect for each other's religion into some sort of political doctrine that is propagated worldwide, because the fighting cannot continue. We are pushing peace in the Middle East. We want Israel and the Palestinians to come to an agreement that would lead to a Palestinian state, and so that those two people can live together peacefully and turn friends, turn enemies into a new friendship.